Okay. Thought I might do this today a little bit because it's kind of fun. It's actually a lot more fun to program with company, which is odd. I never thought. After spending my high school years avoiding girls and programming all alone, I didn't have any idea you could do this with people. Let us see what we're up to today. Want to do a public service announcement about the public domain software GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. It angers me in the same way that Linux users do. Now, nothing against you if you like Linux, but Linux users are willing to put up with a lot of inconvenience. And GIMP is no different. I was wrestling with it. It just doesn't work the way that I think it should work. So I'm not learning the program. And it's just frustrating to work with. So I've spent a bunch of time manipulating something, started to get my image close to where I wanted it. Playing with layers, trying to link them, move them together, doing text effects, things like that. I know it can do anything, right? That's the thing about GIMP. It's like, well, you can just do anything. You just have to do 400 steps. So I know that, and I respect that too. Much like Linux, you can do anything with Linux if you are willing to put in the time and effort. But it's getting close to what I wanted. It's like, all right, this is kind of starting to make a little sense. And then boom, crashed and lost all work. No scratch file, no restore file. I mean, it was on me. I didn't save the dang thing. So it's my own damn fault. But feeling a little GIMP butthurt after that whole experience. So I'm just going to jump on that programming stream and start playing around with Valheim again. I'm going to try to make my screen a little more user-friendly after I watched a little bit of what I did last night. And it was hard to see anything, so I don't know how people can manage watching it. But I'm going to try to make my fonts a little bigger. Get my text window a little bigger. And my debug window a little bigger, and hopefully this will be a little more user-friendly. Which I guess means making my Valheim window a little smaller, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I haven't totally figured this out yet. I want a narrow monospaced font. Does such a thing exist? Cascadia code? Maybe? Is that narrower? It's more legible. Let's try that. Let's try it like this. Pipe down there. Momo, quiet. Why are you yelling, baby? Don't yell at me, sweetie. Turn off cat brain again. Nothing here. Everything's fine. All right, so I repositioned the trophy hunt text in the corner. I mean the mode text in the corner. I'm not entirely sure I like its position. Let's see what it does with Momo, why are you screaming, baby? Timer show. So it's above the timer. Spacing looks okay. I think I'll nudge it a little bit to the left. Oh wait, I'm not streaming. I'm a genius. Yeah, let's nudge it a little bit to the left. So I'm just doing some simple text transforms here. Let's put it 40 pixels off and see how that looks. And let me set up my second screen so I can see if people are talking, so I can talk to them. 40 pixels off. Whoop, whoop, I hear my voice coming through it. All right, good. No one's saying anything yet. That's good. That's good. Maybe I pop out my chat window. Make that font a little bigger so I can read it with my face eyes. Okay. So I'm not healthy entirely 100%. Like find myself a little not feeling well, and so rather than just lay in bed and feel miserable, or listen to an audiobook and feel miserable, or watch YouTube channels and feel miserable, then I might stream and feel miserable instead, because it takes me out of my brain a little better. All right, I think that's workable. I have the text rotated sideways like that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, I think that's a wiener. We have a wiener. I was going to do something else to UI related. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to change the text color of Trailblazer. It looks like absolute Asbury pancakes on the frickin' streams. Encoders don't like that particular color of purple, blue, purple, red, orange, whatever that color is. So Trailblazer, the text color is, I just spitballed that. Let's make it much brighter, but also red, blue, purple. I want it to be pink. I want it to be, let's see what that looks like. Just brighter so you can read it. It's just not legible. But I want it to be like light blue with a purple. So that's probably not what I just did. With a purple tint, and I don't want it to be pink. So now it looks like that. Now it looks like fleshy skin tone color. That's not what I want either. Let's go light blue. So let's drop the red down to 40 hex. Crank the blue all the way up. And then drop that down to 80 on the green. Now let's bring this up to 80. Maybe that looks better. Let's see what that looks like. Suppose I could look up the color. What do web designers do? They have tables and shit. That's a little garish still. It's purple, but it's... So maybe I do want to bring the green component up. Let's try that. More blue, less red. Maybe I should just ask AI let AI make every decision I have. What color should the text be for a mode of my thing? I won't even tell what it is. Called Trailblazer in RGB value. There, now I'll just let the AI make the decision for me. Naples yellow, it says. Midnight green for a light background. Portland Trail Blazers primary color. Yeah. The rationale is meaningless. It's like my own. Alright, that's still illegible. Culinary Saga already has a nice kind of light blue color. Maybe we should do green. Yeah, that popped my chat window back in. Get some real problems, man. Alright, alright. Fair. So what's a trailblazer? Let's go green. Green, 80. Is it slightly more blue-green or slightly more red-green? Red-green's brown, so let's go blue. It's kind of high-powered programming I like to do, changing hex values and running the game. Is that link wrong? I think they're all following me. It is wrong. Just that one dude. It looked like it was wrong. Got the link. Let me get a share link. Is that link wrong? Ah, quiet. Quiet, dude. Can I just do that link? Apparently I can. Alright, that's better. And the wrong link up. Trailblazer, light green. I like it. We're going to go with that. See what it looks like in the game. It's legible against the world. Well, in dark it is. Yeah, it's legible enough, I guess. It's light. Yeah, it's fine. Ish. Fine-ish. No, I don't like it. Why don't I like it? Let's go a little more blue, a little less red. Okay, so hopefully my screen is now readable on reasonable devices. It's bigger font than I like to program with, but you know, whatever. It's not rocket surgery. Trailblazer, yeah, it's a sort of a bluish green. All right, we're gonna go with that. What do I want to do today? I want to see about adding a recipe. Let me see. Oh, seriously? My caps lock, huh? Alright. Right back. Be right back. Be right back. Okay. So let's see. I wanted to see about. Well, let's just fire up Pacifist and verify that it still works. All right, I'm going to make, I'm going to patch the object database at awake. Don't want any of that stuff. I'm going to do it for pacifist. Okay, so my plan is to try to add a recipe for an arrow called Cupid's arrow, based on wood arrow. Mountain nearby. That could be fun. Go grab a wolf. Here we are. Okay, we got a water nearby. Not really, huh? Well, let's save it anyway. Alright, so let's do our pacifist intro. Get wood, get a hammer, get an axe, get some arrows, all the usual startup stuff before I get attacked and killed. So I guess the build order is probably axe first. More wood. Get Ike. Ike is close. That's good. Eat some nom-noms. Make an axe. Are we tree punching? I think we're tree punching. Alright, here comes all the boys. Maybe I should start you with an axe and a hammer and some arrows. Kind of like this little mad scramble at the beginning. It forces you to reckon with the fact that you can't do the stuff you normally do. Alright, so let's get a hammer. Uh-oh, Thread's gonna stream. I may have to cut this short so I can watch him. I've got a few arrows now. Let me see if I can add an arrow recipe. Never added a recipe before. Or a bespoke item, actually. Alright, that'll be 80 arrows. Just in time. Alright, we'll save game with 1 charm so that I restore with 1 charm. Actually, let's test that immediately. Need to turn my logging back on. So what was that about Thread streaming? Kill anything personal. There's nothing personal here. Alright, let's see if Pacifist loads. This window thing is all jacky. Like, whatever. Jacky. It's all jacky. Yeah, so Thread's going to stream. What is that about? Blazing Trails. Oh, I could use it to watch a Thread Trailblazer. Is that a run or is that a... See, at noon, it's 30 minutes. Kick ass. I want to do that. That sounds like a good thing to do when you're sick, is lay in bed with a headache and stomachache and watch Thread play. Watch him do his elf magic. Alright, so I restored. I don't see a dude in here. Did he break charm, maybe? I was going to test that. Let me do that. Charm list. This is something I should probably have enabled to say. I need to do my own debug commands, honestly. Instead of all this barbarian commenting code in and out. Thread periodically raids. Maybe that might be fun. How the hell do I do that? How do I set up my... I know I have to set up my account for allowing raids, right? So how on earth do you do that? Not that he would necessarily want to redirect to me, but settings, community. Channel. Okay, let's go close YouTube. Where's YouTube Studio? Right, Studio. Settings, community, live redirect. I don't see it. Community tab in the settings menu. Okay. Our channel. Studio. Settings. Clips. Allow third-party companies to train AI models using my channel content. No, thank you. Permissions. Brand account. Okay, we're getting a little deep into this now. Community moderations. Moderation basic. I'll allow all comments, including inappropriate ones. Let's see what that does. Blocked words. All channels can redirect to my content. Okay, is that it? Settings, channel, advanced settings. Permissions, no. I don't know how this works. Community. I don't know. Sniff, sniff, sniff. What's I going to do? See if my peacenik charmed dude is still charmed. Is he there? Somebody's charmed. Where's my boy? It says somebody's charmed, although he doesn't look charmed. Certainly. So I'm guessing that didn't work because it says somebody's on the charm list. And he is the only grayling in the area. So did I get an error message? Oh, stop it. Yeah, I don't like this pop-up window. Alright, so we're reloaded. Able to set charm state, character not found. So that's the problem. So it tried to recharm him. Tried to recharm that guy, but he was not there. Alright, so there may be a bug there. Okay. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? Stop, Windows. What the hell is that? Settings, channel, permissions, manage permissions. Oh, come on. Alright, I don't have time to fuck with this. Community moderation, channel guidelines. If I keep streaming, I'm going to have to figure this out. Live redirect users. Okay, I think I at least fixed that. So it says I've got 2 charm, but it's really only this guy. Alright, so we're going to save. The user ID of the new guy is this. I'm going to remember that. Now I'm going to quit. Rerun. See if he's still charmed. Like I may have a bug. Sniffle, sniffle. I'm getting sick, man. That sucks. Big ones. Big somethings. Yeah, and I'm breaking out a cold sweat for no reason, so that's a good sign too. How am I doing? Hi there. Why don't you announce what your intentions are as opposed to just contacting me and going, bleh. Russian sex bot. I just assume anybody cold calling me is up to no good. Trying to okay, that recharmed, so that time it worked. Wonder what that was the first time. And now we have what, 2 charms it says. One is that false one. Looks like the number is bogus and it's different than before. This one is 12827. What did I clip? Yeah, so that's the same number. So the number should be stable. That first number looks wrong, so I may be saving things wrong. I'll have to look at the bug there. Okay, so we got a world, we got a charm. Let's make a feature. So here's the strat. If we're in pacifist mode and the object DB wakes up, what we want to do is add our wood arrow. So let's try this. Let's make a new arrow. We call it thrall arrow. In object wood arrows, prefab is instance get item prefab. Come on, Mezio, get to the point. Arrow wood. I'm ignoring that dude. Don't waste my time, man. Okay, return null. No, return. Postfix. Okay. So we've got a wood arrow prefab from the database. Good. Let's make our own arrow. Thrall arrow equals, what do we want to do? Clone this. So what is that? Unity object instantiate. Okay. Unity engine object instantiate wood arrow prefab. Correct. Thrall arrow equals arrow thrall. Good. So now we have a new arrow called arrow thrall. And we don't have it in the database, but we have it. Let's make an item for it. So it'll have the wood arrow item drop on it. So we can make a new item. We get the item drop it has. All right, that's fine. Call it item arrow thrall. That's good. Those stuck with this point. Those stuck with this needle come under your, with this splinter come under your thrall. There is no sprite for it. We'll use the wood arrow sprite. I am not going to do art for that. Okay, everything else is the same. So that's the wood item. Okay. So let's see if that worked. Then item DB, M items, add thrall arrow. Now I need to add the hash to it, right? There used to be some function to recompute the item by hash. Name hash. No, that's no good. That's the same name. Thank you for this suggestion, but you are wrong. we want to do thrall arrow name get stable hash. An item by hash is a list of hashes to game objects. So it's not item data, but thrall arrow. Okay, so that should have added it to the database. And what I need to put it in the, this is ever multiplayer. I need to put in the network scene, I think. That would probably help. Probably fine to just all right. So that is on DB. ZNet register in ZNet scene is not a symbol. Register in ZNet scene. Register. Add instance of a ZDO and a net view. Don't have those. Get ZNet. All right, let's put a pin in that for now. I think I may skip trying to add it to the scene. If I did want to do it, what would it be? It would be something like the net scene.instance dot m prefabs add thrall arrow, something like that. I think that's it. And then that same pattern, I think. Cnet scene.instance.m named prefabs. Something like that. Get stable hash code. That. All right. We'll keep that around just in case. Now let's make a recipe. So I made the item drop. That's good. New recipe. Our recipe is create a recipe. Do I need scriptable object create instance for that, or do I need clone? Could clone another recipe. Maybe that's easier. What's the recipe for Beavis for wooden arrow? Let's find out. It's totally not the window I wanted. So let's see, is that a prefab? No. Items recipes. It's called recipe wood. Recipe arrow wood. There it is. Recipe arrow wood is 8 wood. Do we want to try to clone it? Clone the recipe. What has the recipes in it? The database has the recipes in it, right? So let's try it this way. Instance.m recipes, maybe? M recipes dot, what is it? M recipes. It's a list of recipes. I could just look it up from that, clone it. All right. Which would go like what? At find r where r dot name equals recipe arrow wood. Recipe wood arrow recipe equals that. And if offering bowl, no. If wood arrow recipe, then thrall arrow recipe create. So no, clone unity engine dot object instantiate wood arrow recipe. Yeah, so that would clone the. Wait, that makes a game object. How do I create a recipe? Maybe I do have to do it this way. All right, well, let's leave this for now. Commented out. So let's see what we do if we create a new one. Let's try it. Let's get all. So it's recipe arrow wood. We'll create this recipe. If not null, thrall arrow recipe dot name equals recipe arrow thrall. Yes. Thrall arrow recipe dot m item is our item from above, which is item drop, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Do I ever assign that item drop to the item itself? Get component item drop from thrall arrow, because I copied it. Got it. Yeah, so I can just use that item drop. Let's call that thrall arrow item drop. And I'll just use that directly. Thrall arrow recipe amount. Don't want to make a how much wood do I want to use? Do I want to make stacks of 20? That's kind of normal Valheim stuff. Maybe I can make them more or less expensive depending on how fun that is. Air recipe, crafting station. I kind of want to just make them. Do I want to make them anywhere? Like you can just make them and you don't have to make a workbench? Can I do it like this? Let's do the workbench. Get instance, get crafting. It's the DB, right? Instance dot recipes items. I don't know. Let's try it as just crafting state, like the workbench. Crafting station. Pieces, piece list. Crafting station. Peace cauldron. Okay, that's the piece though. What's the... station. Get item prefab piece workbench. It's a prefab piece workbench. Get component crafting station. So is piece workbench a thing? I think it is. Yeah. Do I need prefabs? I think so. Maybe not. Piece workbench. No, I don't. This is the prefab name. That's the internal item name. Okay, so that's the crafting station. And now let's figure out what you need to build this thing. Thrall. Arrow recipe. No. Resources equals piece requirement. And I think I just want one requirement. Wood. Five. Recover. I don't know what that means in this context. So wood. You need 5 wood. Recover. What does that mean? I don't think that makes sense in this context because it's not a piece that I'm building. Like this piece is not a buildable piece. Amount per level, extra amount, only one ingredient. I don't know. Amount per level. Try nulling that out. All right. So that's my recipe. And then instance recipes add thrall arrow recipe. So I think that's adding a recipe. So I wake up the database. I see if I'm in pacifist mode. Wake patch. Creating pacifist recipes. Okay, so get the arrow wood, clone it, call it a thrall, get its item drop, poke in my data, fall under your thrall, come under your thrall, are under your thrall. Add the arrow to the item list, add the hash to the hash list, then create a recipe for a new recipe, give it a name, tell it what item you need, tell it what item it will build, and how many, what crafting station is required, the resource list, add it to the recipe list. Seems pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens. So when the database initializes, I should get something in here. That will be when the game loads. Pacifist, go. Watch thread live. I think I should go watch a stream. Can I do both? It failed miserably. Where's the problem? CNet scene remove objects. So the net scene doesn't have an object. So I need to add it to the net scene after all. Multiplayer be damned. Okay, object reference not set to the instance of an object 8513. 8513. So I can't find a piece workbench item prefab. What if I leave that blank? That crafting station. Oh yeah, he's rolling. Did it run? No, it's blowing. Serious problems. Don't have an arrow recipe there, which is not surprising. Where did I build that? Prerequisite. Okay, no, it's definitely not working. Scene remove objects is failing. Current distant objects. So that fails when I add a recipe. So I guess I do need to add this. Let's try it. wait, I'm still streaming, aren't I? I'm just on thread stream. I'm going to kill this and try again later. This was abortive, and I'm probably going to delete it. So, well, I'll just leave it up there. This stream is a complete travesty. I'm completely pirating thread stream and stuff. Yeah. Total pro